and he's looking
Oh, me?
to apply at a sunscreen manufacturing company, but he's worried about getting rejected, so I just told him to reapply. Yeah. Gonna be some bad dad jokes like that throughout the afternoon. Now, before we get started with our small business show, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to our partners who have been instrumental in the success of Canadian SME Small Business Magazine. Their support has enabled us to bring valuable tools and resources to Canada's small business community. A special thank you goes out to the Honourable Richie Valdez, Minister of Small Business, Honourable Victor Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade in Ontario, Perrin Lee, President and Chief Executive Officer of Canadian Chamber of Commerce, Rocco Rossi, who I see all the time in Vaughan, President and CEO of Ontario Chamber of Commerce, Dan Kelly, Canadian Federation of Independent Business, for their support in all of our initiatives, and to the small business community in Canada and folks like yourselves. So at Canadian SME, our mission is to offer essential resources, tools, insights, and data to anyone looking to start a small business in Canada. We are committed to supporting small-scale entrepreneurs, enhancing not only the Canadian economy, but also our global standing. Our magazine honors and celebrates the dedication of entrepreneurs, helping them gain the recognition they deserve. Furthermore, our events just like this one, the Small Business Show, the Small Business Summit, Canada Business Talks, provide a unique platform for small business owners to share their success stories and inspire others. Our Indigenous SME Business Magazine exemplifies our dedication to celebrating the unique histories and contributions of Indigenous communities. Now, together with Canadian SME and Indigenous SME Business Magazine, we continue to empower and uplift our diverse small business community. So thank you, and let's make this a truly memorable show. I'm going to just call your attention to a quick video up top here, please.
Welcome to Canadian SME Small Business Magazine. Canadian SME is the premier and most relevant platform for SMEs in Canada. We highlight growing businesses and thought leaders with a strong focus on innovation, growth, and marketing to generate the results you believe you are capable of. Our vision is to empower Canadian small and medium enterprises. Canadian SME Small Business Magazine is dedicated to empowering SMEs by providing expert insights from industry leaders. Our content is practical, actionable, and tailored to meet the unique needs of small and medium enterprises. Through our comprehensive portal, we offer solutions to diverse business queries, all in one place. Our mission is to engage, educate, and nurture SMEs, helping them scale, connect, and thrive in their community. Canadian SME is more than just a publication. It's a platform where small business owners from across Canada can connect, learn, and thrive. Annually, Canadian SME orchestrates 3 significant events: the Small Business Show in the first quarter, the Small Business Awards in the second quarter, and the Small Business Summit in October, aligning with the Small Business Month celebrations. Our mission is to foster community, knowledge, and growth among Canada's entrepreneurial spirits. We would like to thank the Canadian small business owners for trusting Canadian SME, and we also would like to thank our long-term supporting partners, our exclusive banking partner RBC, our exclusive shipping partner UPS, our exclusive accounting software partner Xero, and our silver partner Zoho for their continued support. We also would like to thank our strategic partners. Canadian SME Small Business Magazine could not have prospered without the generous support of our partners. Without their constant belief in us, we would never have excelled in bringing the best tools and resources for the small business community in Canada. A big thank you to all our partners. Welcome to the Small Business Summit 2023, empowering Canadian SMEs with innovation, efficiency, and growth in collaboration with Amazon Business Canada. We hope you will have an amazing day and create fruitful business connections for your growth.
It rapidly evolves with technological advancements, excuse me. It's essential for small businesses to adapt and thrive at this event and aim to bridge the gap between small business needs and digital innovation. We'll be providing tools, strategies, and insights to help you navigate the digital world effectively. We have a lineup of experts in the Canadian SME Small Business Show here today who will partner and participate in esteemed panel discussions covering various topics. We have keynotes on important subjects and workshops designed to provide you with actionable insights and practical strategies to take your business to new heights. It's a unique opportunity for entrepreneurs to network with over 30 industry leaders from across the country. Now, with so many prominent and successful names from various sectors all under one roof, this show is the perfect platform for everyone to exchange creative ideas, expertise, and insights and showcase their finest services and workmanship to Canada and the rest of the world. As the saying goes, when company executives and owners from many industry verticals come together to support one another, remarkable things happen. So let's embark on this incredible journey together at the Canadian SME Small Business Show. Together, we'll create remarkable opportunities for growth, innovation, and collaboration. Thank you, and let's make this show an unforgettable experience. Now, before we begin our speaking engagements, I want to make sure you are aware of some additional opportunities to connect and network, because that is why we are all here. We're hosting a special Mixer networking event sponsored from 5 to 6 p.m. today, and it's a fantastic way to unwind and build valuable connections with industry peers. If you haven't already secured your tickets for these sessions, please head over to the registration desk where you came in to make your purchase. These gatherings offer a great opportunity to expand your network and share insights. We, of course, want to acknowledge some sponsors of the show. The Canadian SME Small Business Show 2024 is thankful to its sponsors and partners who are also exhibiting at the hall. UPS, our shipping partner, for making sure everything arrives safely and on time, and that's how I got here today, on time. Xero, our accounting software partner, for helping small businesses manage their finances efficiently. Constant Contact, our email partner, for ensuring we stay in touch with all of you seamlessly. IHG, our hospitality partner, for making it a comfortable and welcoming environment. To Google Canada, our tech partner, for keeping us connected with cutting-edge technology. I think you've heard of those guys before. TD Insurance, one of our gold partners, for providing comprehensive insurance solutions. Nexum, another gold partner, for their unwavering support and innovative solutions. Orna App, our silver partner, for their incredible contributions. ACES, a silver partner, for their reliable technology solutions. Okta, another silver partner, for their secure identity management solutions. Maximizer, a bronze partner, for their continued support and dedication. BDC, a bronze partner, for their unwavering support for small businesses. F12, a bronze partner, for their commitment to small business success. WagePoint, our keynote sponsor, for making our keynote sessions possible. Humber College, a keynote sponsor, for their invaluable support. Red Thread Innovation, a keynote sponsor, for their innovative contributions. Peninsula, our HR partner, for their expert HR solutions. A1 Global College, our registration desk sponsor. Green Shield, our titanium sponsor, for their exceptional support. And a round of applause, so it gives me a break for 2 seconds. Nice round of applause for our sponsors. Woo, a lot of sponsors, I love it. That shows you the power of today if you have all those sponsors that want to be on board. So let's get to our agenda. We have a series of welcome remarks, keynote speeches from our sponsors, and 3 engaging panel discussions. Starting at 10:30, our demo sessions will take place in the exhibition hall. Additionally, there will be a variety of workshops in room 104D, and I will provide more details shortly. Please stay tuned as we have a lot in store for everyone. We're excited to have top-tier exhibitors with us today who are sure to add significant value to your business goals. They bring with them essential tools, support, and guidance to help you achieve the growth you aspire to. We highly encourage you to engage with this welcoming group and explore the opportunities they can provide. I'm thrilled thrilled to provide an update regarding the Canadian SME Small Business Show. We have developed an exclusive event mobile application that will serve as a key tool for exhibitors like yourself to collect and manage leads effectively during the event. You can download the mobile application from scanning the barcode on the screen, as you can see right here, or just turn over your badges. There's a barcode there for you to scan as well. The reason you're going to do that, well, you could win $20,000 worth package with us if you sign up on the app. The more active you are on the app, the more points you earn, the more chances to win. Now, this is important. Just a quick reminder that at 4:30 p.m., we will be announcing the winners of the 2 ACES laptops displayed on the screen. Now, to be eligible, it's really simple. Make sure your exhibitor sheets are filled with the most exhibitors' signatures. So go to each booth, get a signature. So keep those booths in hand, in mind, and collect those signatures while you're walking around. That gives you a chance to win 2 computers. Today, some topics we'll cover include accelerating success, navigating digital transformation for SMEs, mastering the tech triad, navigating cloud, AI, and security in the digital age, fostering inclusion, building diverse and inclusive workspaces. Special shout out to our moderators who have been working hard to bring you these great panels. The conference will be completely unforgettable with our amazing lineup of speakers delivering workshops in room 104D. Make sure you don't miss it. They need your support, but more importantly, it's very educational for you, and there's lots of information happening. Our first workshop is How the Federal Government Buys What You Sell, and that workshop is by Pathaban Dakshinamurthy, and it's Procurement Assistant Team Leader, Public Service and Procurement Canada. Very important topic. Next up, we'll have George Levesque, President of Levesque Negotiation, presenting Learn to Negotiate in 30 minutes. That's incredible. And that's happening at 11:15 a.m. Our next workshop is brought to you by ACES. We're excited to have Glenn De Silva, Distribution Account Executive from ACES Canada. He's here to present ACES SMB Solutions, unlocking incredible possibilities, and that's happening at noon. Don't miss and don't forget to check out Build the 360-degree view of the customer using Identity by Luis Santos, Customer Identity and Access Management Specialist, Okta at 1 p.m. Learn email marketing must-haves, quick tips for lasting success with Dave Cherie, Director of Small Business Success, and that's happening at 1:45. Accessibility Awareness and Information for Small Businesses by Roop Johal, Director of Partnerships at Small Business BC at 2:30. And don't forget the opportunity to learn about employment life cycle, from hiring to firing by Olivia Cincini, employment law expert and presenter at Peninsula Canada, and that's happening at 3:15 p.m. And lastly, Terminations Done Right by Anatoly Workin, founder and CEO at HRC Law Professional Corporation, and that's happening at 4 p.m. We have the privilege of sharing a recorded message from a distinguished individual who have been vital in supporting small businesses in Canada. Please check the screen.
Today's
The Honourable Philomena Tassi is Member of Parliament for Hamilton West, Ancaster Dundas. Minister Tassi is no stranger to public service. She's a former Minister of Public Service and Procurement, Minister of Labour, and Minister of Seniors. Born and raised in Hamilton, Minister Tassi's journey has been one of commitment to her community. Thank you, Minister Tassi, for your unwavering dedication to public service and your support for small businesses in Canada. Our next guest speaker for their welcome remarks is Michelle Diaz, External Communications and Public Relations at IHG Hotels and Resorts, our exclusive hospitality partner. Michelle has over 14 years of experience in brand PR and marketing, and as the Director of Communications and Public Relations at IHG, she leads global strategies to enhance the company's commercial, marketing, and technology efforts, overseeing PR for over 6,000 hotels. Passionate about travel and tourism, Michelle has been with IHG for over 8 years. Please join me in welcoming Michelle Diaz.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Who here likes traveling? Anyone? Okay, I guess everyone's morning coffee is still setting in. But for those who like traveling, like myself, we are so glad to be here. We are IHG Hotels and Resorts. We are a large hospitality company, and as mentioned, we have more than 6,000 hotels globally. And we are so proud to be sponsoring this show today. We are a global leader in hospitality, again, with more than 6,000 hotels across the world and 19 hotel brands. You may be familiar with some of our brands across Canada, such as Intercontinental Hotels, Crown Plaza Hotels, Candlewood Suites, and the Holiday Inn brand of family. For the road warriors in the room or the frequent flyers like yourself, we offer a fantastic program called IHG Business Edge. This program allows small business owners like yourself to get discounts on travel and loyalty perks just tailored to your business needs. I would like to welcome you all to check out booth number 11. We're going to be here all day for more information and to sign up for IHG Business Edge. Also, by signing up today, you have a chance to score some amazing complimentary IHG One Rewards points, which you could redeem for your own travel. So it's definitely worthwhile to sign up today. We would love to discuss your future travel and show you how we can support your business going forward. Thanks so much and have a great show.
Thanks, Michelle. Michelle, what was that booth number again? Booth 11. I like it. Now, I gave you a nice long intro. I guess we can consider each other friends now? Do I get a friends and family rate at 6,000 hotels across the world? Come to the booth and sign up. See, that's all you have to do, folks. Go and see Michelle and her gang at booth 11. You're welcome. Now, if you're a small business owner in Canada, you can apply to be featured as the UPS Small Business of the Day. Every day, Canadian SME Small Business Magazine, with support from UPS, our exclusive shipping partner, features a different small business on our social media channels. As a UPS Small Business of the Day, you'll receive free promotions on Canadian SME social media channels, so apply now by visiting CanadianSME.ca. This year's show will be something, you don't want to miss. You're here, so capitalize on that. We have a fantastic lineup of keynotes that will make this event unforgettable. Who knows, maybe this is what your business always needed. Create an opportunity for yourself and grow with us. Our next guest speaker, Paul Gaspar, Director of Small Business for UPS Canada, our executive shipping partner. Paul has been with UPS since 2011, helping small businesses leverage UPS's customized service and technologies to grow both domestically and internationally. Please join me in welcoming Paul Gaspar for his welcome remarks, followed by his keynote titled Leveraging Logistics for Digital Transformation. In this keynote, Paul will discuss how UPS enhances e-commerce and their growth with faster deliveries, improved visibility, and a range of delivery options. He'll also share how to use discounted UPS shipping rates to reduce shopping cart abandonment, and we've all done that, and deliver a high-quality customer experience. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for Paul Godfrey from UPS. Or Gaspar, sorry, Paul Gaspar.
Got some extra toys here, so bear with me as I put these down. So good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Oh, come on, people. That's not going to work. Not going to work. Let's hear it again. How are we doing today? Wow, we do need coffee in this room, don't we? All right, okay. I'm going to actually change up my opening remarks a little bit because I'm heading right into the keynote. So I want to definitely focus a little bit more time on that. But I wanted to obviously have a special thank you to the Canadian SME for supporting small and medium-sized businesses. And not to mention putting this event together. If it wasn't for organizations like them, it'll be hard at a larger scale to get all of these amazing partners that are here today to be able to be thought leaders and educate you as business leaders or future business leaders or business owners to actually know where you can get the help and expertise in areas that you probably don't know as well because you're focusing on your job. So definitely want to make sure that there's a shout out to the Canadian SME and obviously SK, Maheen, and the entire team for what they do. But my greatest welcome is saved for the business owners or soon to be business owners, which I hope is most of you here today sitting in a room. It takes a lot of courage and perseverance to be an entrepreneur. I can tell you, I couldn't do it. Be the first to admit it. I'm a corporate person, have been for 30 plus years. The thought of starting up a business is one of my biggest fears. So my hat's off to you for what you do. But it's that courage and that perseverance that inspires organizations like UPS to continue to inspire and support you and to help your, with your unstoppable dedication. The passion for the work you do every day is motivating, and it's what helps us drive and do what we do so that we can get to organizations or in events like today, network, learn from each other, and we do. We learn a lot from you to continue to ensure that we're supporting you as we move forward. And of course, today we're focusing on embracing the digital transformation for business. Rob's done a great job of talking about that already. So I'm going to skip that part because I'm just going to basically repeat what you already know, which we're going to talk a lot about digital and how all these different organizations can help you and your business move forward in that area. And I'm going to be diving into, in a couple moments, my keynote. And I'm going to keep it very basic, and you'll see that as I get into it. I'm really going to focus on the e-commerce and the back side of your shopping cart. We've done studies, and I can tell you that our studies have shown that websites that are badly done, which I know none of yours are, but those that are, can expect as much as 90% abandonment rate. That is huge. Think about all the work you do to get someone on your website, and then to have 10 of them put something into the shopping cart, but only one actually buys. And our research has shown us that there are things you can do, which I'm going to touch on in my presentation, that if you're not doing already, you need to make sure you do with your website to help reduce that abandonment rate so that you get more people actually clicking and buying as opposed to putting a shopping cart, walking away, and never dealing with you again. So we're going to dive into that, and I'm going to keep it pretty basic. But after that is done, if you have more questions on that topic or how we can help you as a small business, that is why we're also here, and I've got a great team at the booth that you can come and talk to. A lot of people recognize the UPS brand, but when it comes to small businesses, we get asked at every event, and I guarantee you it's already happened today, what are you doing here? This is a small business event. We support small businesses. We've got rates, tools, and offers for you if you're shipping one package a year or if you're shipping 1,000 a day and everything in between. So come talk to us. What do you have to lose? Educate yourself a little bit more. And if we're the right fit, great. If we're not, then obviously you're doing what's right for your business. So come and visit us. Come talk to us. If you do work with us, we've got an offer for the show. You get 50% off. There's no minimums. There's no expiry date. You sign up, and when you use it, you save 50% off on shipping, which is a huge offer that we've got with the Canadian SME. And then you get a phone call from one of our ambassadors. They're not a salesperson, they're an onboarding person. They welcome you to UPS, and then they say, how can I help you? And make sure that they can guide you through that. So I think we're gonna have a great day, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk away from this podium, I'm gonna start my presentation, and hopefully excite you a little bit about how logistics and the digital transformation is a key element that you need to be focusing on as well. So thank you, and I'll move over at this point. I'll save it for the end. That's perfect. That's all. I'm hoping the clicker is working well. So, I'm going to dive right into some classes. I want to spend a little more time. Is that coming through again? So, logistics and digital transformation has got a whole bunch of different areas that can support your business. Everything from optimizing your supply chain, you want to smart supply chain. If you start focusing on getting help as you grow into the help, we've seen businesses that don't consider this until they get to a certain scale, and then they realize that they spend a lot of money that they didn't have to, or didn't have an efficient supply chain, or as in the middle suggests, didn't provide an enhanced customer experience that you need as well. So you can see from the screen, there's a lot of different avenues that when you're looking at digitizing the business, logistics can support. But like I said, I want to focus on one key area, and that's the 10%. Why do I want to focus on that piece? Well, I think the slide tells you, and we know this. If we didn't know it before COVID, we definitely know it post-COVID, right? We work from home, we were at home. A lot of us, we work already buying online, turned to buying online, we recognize how easy it was. And there's this boom that we've seen around the world, and it's caught up to Canada as well. In 2024, we're talking about exceeding $6.3 trillion USD on sales online. I don't even know how many zeros that is. Is it 12? I mean, it's a huge number. And we're talking just in 3 short years, it's going to be approaching $8 trillion. What I can tell you about these stats is I keep pulling these stats, and I'm using the presentation for previous years. And when I go back and look at my presentation, I say, well, a few years ago, what did it say would be in 2024? A fraction of what it actually is. So even though they're expecting these numbers, what we've seen is it's actually exploded a lot more. Well, like I said in the opening remarks, shopping cart abandonment is a huge problem for businesses of all sizes. I can tell you that even organizations like Amazon have teams that focus their energy on reducing abandonment. Because if you've got someone that far into selecting a product and about to buy, you don't want them walking away, right? You want to make sure that they continue that process. So let's see some of the ways that you can actually do that. So we're going to work on just a few of them because we've got studies and there's a whole bunch of different elements. These are the most key ones you need to be focusing on. One is storing your cart for later. And this is something that a lot of you are probably not relate because as a consumer, you've experienced everything I'm going to talk to you about today. But I want you to think from your business perspective because that's how my website is set up. Or you want to force people to do things that I shouldn't force them to do. And as a consumer, you have to keep in mind as well. And this first one is a shopping cart abandonment, or sorry, a shopping cart related. What I mean by that is, if I go to your website and I spend some time surfing around, and I like the item, and I put it into my shopping cart, and for whatever reason I call, whatever the case might be, you can still store that because you've got my IP address. And allow me at a later date, if I come back to your website and I bring up the website, the little shopping cart you see at the top right, it has that one in it because you know who I am from an IP address perspective. And instead of making me go through that entire process of searching for that item again, it's already there for me to just click on. Right? Don't force me to create a login if I don't want to do it as an business. But as a guest customer, recognize who I am if I do leave my personal shopping cart. Because our studies show a large percentage of people will walk away. If they go back, if you items you're selling, these multiple screens, multiple colors, maybe different sizes, there is a percentage of these people that will say, I don't want to do it again, it's too busy, as opposed to the fact, oh, I did this, click on that else, and then one, right? So one key element. Next one is multiple payment options, right? And what I mean by that is make sure that if I'm going to buy on your website, that if I want to pay by credit card, that's an option. Verify, pay, right? Make sure that it's secure. But if I don't want to put my credit card, I've got alternatives, right? You have Google PayPal, right? And why is that important? Because again, research has shown that there are consumers out there that are saying, you know what? All I hear in the media is these large organizations, ransomware, data being hacked. Maybe I've experienced that myself. And now I love this product. I want to buy it from them. And I want to put my Visa or my MasterCard email. And I don't know if it's even secure. No, I want to pay with an alternative. But they don't authorize it. Guess what? You just lost a percentage of potential customers as well. So have that. And again, I see some people nodding their head, right? Because as consumers, we see that, right? So make sure that as a business owner, if you've got e-commerce sales, that you've got multiple people. Multiple service options allow your customer to be able to actually have multiple options that they can select to actually have a product shipped to them. Now you're probably thinking, well, oh, everybody wants free shipping, and it's usually the stores. I'll talk about free shipping in a little bit. And we'll discuss that in a bit because it's a myth. But what I want to talk about here is what if the business is here in Toronto and the product that you've got to sell is something that if I live in BC, I want to buy it because I want it for a party this weekend, for an event I have this weekend, or maybe it's a gift for someone. Time commitment. I need to get it quicker. And it's now Wednesday, and you're telling me I'm going to get it next Tuesday. Too late. I got to go to another website and find something that's similar. Maybe I want to buy it instead. So you're right. Most people are going to look for the lowest cost alternative when they can wait. And if they're further away, especially when you start going global with the business, people would also need, in some cases, to get things faster, and they will pay for it. You'll be able to tell them that, hey, it's going to cost you X for the slowest movement to get to you, but for an extra $20, I can get you there tomorrow. If they need it, they'll pay for it. So provide that option so it's there when it's required and you're not losing that customer. Accurate time in transit. As consumers, we want this, so why are you not doing this with your business? Doesn't matter which carrier you're using, almost all of them will provide you this information. What I mean by providing this information is, don't tell me when I'm actually about to buy a product that you're going to get it to me in 4 to 7 days. Now, is it in 4 days or is it in 7 days? Because most courier solutions out there, including UPS, can tell you by the service where it's going to, when it's going to get. So pull that information from your provider and push that to your customer. Don't give them a range, but tell them when they can expect it. Right? And if you need additional time, because you still need to have it picked and packed, if they're not doing that, you get fulfillment, then understand what their commitment is to you. If their commitment is a day, then and the courier company is saying 2 days, then it's 4 days to get to a customer. People want that information. That's the age that we're in. Tracking orders. We all want to be able to track our orders. Every courier company is going to be able to provide to you the tracking information that you can then push back to your customers, because we want that. And why do we want that? What do we all do when we actually place an order? Right? What do we do? Let's say you're on a Figure website, you place an order for an item that you actually want, and what's the very next thing that we do? Usually, we go to our inbox, start swiping down, and we start saying, well, spin through this, like this up.
same information I would have told them because we would push that to you. But then on the right side, you say, Paul, you know what? Those shoes you just bought on my on our website in brown, we've got them in black in your size, and we'll give you 10% off if you buy place in that. You've got someone that has just bought from you, and you got an opportunity to market to them again. Why send them anywhere else when you've got the digital means of actually keeping them informed and coming back to you? And again, think as a consumer, how many times does that happen to you? When you click on it, you're back, not on the carrier's website, you're back on their website and they're selling to you, right? So make sure your website's doing that. Landed costs. Landed costs is another key one. This is important if you're going global. So if you take your business globally, savvy international shippers, the savvy ones, they're going to know, well, if I'm in the UK and they're going to ship this to me, I got to deal with customs and brokerage fees, taxes. You know, they're telling me they're paying for the shipping already, but what is this additional cost? Landed cost is a tool that a few carriers like UPS have, where you can pull all that information in, and you can do one of two things. You can say, Mr. Customer, it's going to cost all of this in brokerage and other fees, so when it shows up at your door, be prepared to pay X. Or, here's all the additional fees, and I'm adding it to your bill, so when you actually get it at your door, it's all covered and taken care of. As opposed to it getting to their door, and they go, what? UPS driver showed up my door, he wants an extra $50? What for? And guess what? They're calling us and complaining, and then they're calling your customer service and complaining, because they had no idea that that was actually going on. So very important. And returns. I love talking about returns. Why do I love talking about returns? Because when I talk to business owners, nobody wants to talk about returns. And why don't we want to talk about returns? Because they're a pain. They're a pain. I got to deal with the return that the customer's sending back to me. I got to give them a refund. Is the item damaged? I got to get back into inventory. It's a pain. Forget about yourself as a business. Put your hat on as a consumer. What do most of us do when we go to a new website and we're looking at buying something? Do they offer returns? You can actually return it if I change my mind. So as consumers, we want that. But as a business owners, we don't want to offer that experience to our customers. I can tell you from our research, if you do that and you do it well, you're going to differentiate yourselves from your competition. And you're going to put yourselves ahead because they're going to say, you know what? They back their product, and if I really change my mind, there's some sort of return policy. Now, if you've got perishable goods, for example, and your return policy is there is no returns, that's also okay. But don't hide that 5 pages into your website, front and center. If I go to your website, I should be able to scroll to the bottom and understand what your shipping policy is and what your returns policy is. Because if I don't, I can tell you 15 to 18% of the people that go to your website say, I'm never going to bother and walk away. Right? So make sure that's on your website. All right, free shipping. Hey, smiles now, right? Let's talk about free shipping. Is it real? Show of hands. Who believes in free shipping that it exists? I gave it away earlier, didn't I? Because I said, no, it's a myth. It doesn't exist. I work for a courier company. We've got 12,000 drivers in Canada. They get a paycheck. They're getting paid. Someone is paying for that movement. But how does that happen? Because I go to our website and I get free shipping all the time. Well, do you? Let me give you a personal example I dealt with. I won't mention the box chain, but a large box chain that everyone would be familiar with. I went online and I actually bought a small light that I needed for my basement. Very basic, small little light. And online, it was $39.99 free shipping. I thought it was great. What was even better is when I ordered it, it came via UPS. Became even happier. Installed it. 2 weeks later, I'm in the local box chain, the actual store. And what do I see on the end display? The same light. And why do I know it's the same light? Because I took a photo of the box and in the SKU, and I still have the box at home. It was the exact same one. Regular price in the store for $27.99. I got free shipping 2 weeks earlier for $39.99, but in the store $27. So did I really get free shipping? No. Those are the tricks that the larger e-tailers do that you can incorporate to your own business. But you need to understand what your competition is doing, and you need to understand what's right for your customers. But you can, for example, tell them they have to spend a certain amount with you to get free shipping, or to reduce the shipping costs, or they got to put, buy more than one item, Or you can incorporate it to the cost of your item. If you negotiate with your carrier and the average shipping for you is $15 per item, and you're selling something for $65, why not sell it for $80? And now you're covering your shipping costs already, and you're telling you it's free. And by the way, don't take my word for it, Google this, and you'll find research online. And there's one great study, it was done at a university in the US, I forget the university name. It was done in the US where they actually studied and did research with consumers. And they gave them two options.
Hello.
You can buy this item for $75 and pay $25 for shipping. Or for the exact same item, you can pay $100 and get free shipping. 97% of the people that were surveyed said, I want this one. It's the same cost. You're still paying $100 both ways. But from a psyche perspective, you think you're getting a deal this way, right? So try to incorporate that because you see it as a consumer, because that'll help you as well. And I need to wrap up, but I've got some homework for you. Great, first guy on the stage is giving me stuff to do already, but I've got some homework. 3 simple things that I would like you to do. Number 1, I call it family and friends intervention. What I mean by that is, go to your family, go to your friends, not mom and dad, because mom and dad's going to say everything you do is great, right? Family and friends, maybe that harsh cousin of yours, or even the brother or sister, and say, hey, here's our website, tear it apart. Go in there, go to every single portion of it, and tell me what you hate about my website. Because that is great, free research that you can get to understand where you might be able to get improvements on your website to help you differentiate yourselves. Go shopping. What I mean by going shopping is, go to your favorite websites that you buy from. The ones that you love the experience. And don't necessarily have to buy anything, but just go through the experience and then tell yourself, is what I like about the experience on these websites the same experience someone gets if they come to mine? And if it's not, you should be asking yourself, why is it different? And can I change that? Because that could be, not providing the optimal experience. And the final piece, there you go. I want you to do a little covert operation. And the covert operation is, go to your competitors' websites and see what it is that they may or may not be doing. If you're lucky, they're doing a lot of stuff that I just said that hopefully you're not doing, right? But if they're doing something that you thought, well, that's pretty innovative and cool, and you're not doing it, you want to incorporate that into your website as well. That's a great way of making sure that you continue to differentiate yourselves and improve your opportunities, right? So 3 simple things to do, which I think will help you. Again, we have an offer at our booth. Come and see us if you've got any other questions. We'll tell you how you can sign up and get 50% off. And thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello, there we are. Don't go anywhere, keep that mic on. So, Paul Gaspar. Why did Paul Gaspar choose UPS? Because I have my own thoughts on that. Why did you choose UPS in 2011?
2011? A lot earlier than that. I've been a director of small businesses.
Oh, okay. With UPS.
Yeah, so I've been for UPS. Look, I'll be honest. I like to always be honest with everyone. I was getting my degree. I was going to go into the financial sector. Is where I was actually going to go. But where I was getting my degree, across the street, where's this building called UPS? I looked at them, and this was 33 years ago. And I looked at them and I thought, I wonder what they make. What they are, UPS. And it being a career company, it was supposed to be a part-time job, Rob, to get me through my degree. But I started to recognize I love the culture. We were a global company, largest one globally. We expand, we promote from within, and we really stand back and support businesses. We have to learn about our customers' business and support them as best as we can. So I recognized I didn't want to leave. So here we are, 33 years.
All right, so my thoughts on that is, Paul Gaspar, you need to put your foot on the gas to get your parcel delivered on time.
I like that. I haven't heard that one before, so I like that.
I like that one. All right, so one other question, because I know there's all kinds of stories when it comes to deliveries. what has been the weirdest thing you've heard that somebody had delivered to them?
I don't know what to say. We've had, unfortunately, we have had human parts, right? So there is, unfortunately, in the black market, places around the world where people's remains are used for research, not in the legal format. And sometimes people think they can put it in a little box and ship it around the world via UPS. So we unfortunately have seen things like that. So if you're asking for the weirdest thing I've heard, not seen it myself, but I've heard, would be that, which is not a pretty thing to think of.
Very knowledgeable presentation. Give it up for Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. All right, so now I'd like to introduce you to Michael Mayer, partner of Edmondson Mayer Chartered Professional Accountants and Zero Ambassador, for his keynote on how to choose the right accountant to grow your business. Stick around for this 15-minute keynote where we're going to cover why an accountant can be beneficial to your business, pretty obvious, when you need to introduce an accountant for your business immediately, tips and tricks to choose the right accountant for your business, and how you can get connected to experienced accountants. Please welcome Michael.
No, the speaker.
Wow, we gotta get some coffee, you people. Michael, over to you to wake them up.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, let's pick accounting to wake everybody up, right? Fantastic. You know, I do see some people leaning forward. There's some excitement for our topic today, and I don't blame them. I think that this is a very exciting topic, very relevant to small business, particularly businesses that are starting their journey. And why is that excitement there? That excitement is there because people realize that there are stats, like 65% of business owners blame financial management for their failure. There's plenty of other stats available online with respect to the percentage of failed businesses that don't have that financial management versus those that do have financial management. So for me, this is really exciting. This is a substantial improvement. Working with your CPA on your team. So, my name is Michael Mayer. I actually live in northern British Columbia in a beautiful little town called Smithers. We're about 6,000 people. Mountains, lakes, rivers, plenty of outdoor space. Pretty much the polar opposite of downtown Toronto. Really happy to be here though, and really excited about today's topic, the digital transformation. So, my little firm in Smithers, BC, very traditional firm, very traditional clientele. The last several years we've had quite a journey into modernizing our practice, working with our clients to modernize their workflows. It's been very rewarding. And late in my professional career, I am so pleased to establish this association with my subtly displayed Zero shirt here. I'm one of their 5 Canadian ambassadors, and really enjoy being associated with their organization, their fantastic software, and their very supportive, terrific team that you can meet at the booth out front. So in order to determine the right accountant for your business, I can't tell you who that is. I can't tell you the person's name, right? We need to understand a little bit about accounting, maybe a little more than you might now. We need to understand what they can do. Whoa. We need to understand what they can do to add value to your business. And then we're going to talk about how we can go out there and try and find, out of the 200,000 plus CPAs and other accountants in Canada, how do we find that right accountant? So let's understand a little bit about the accounting industry. You know, we had consolidation in the professional designations a number of years ago, so it's become a little more straightforward that way. There are CPAs. Strongly recommend that when you're searching out the right accountant, that's probably the best place to start. CPAs go through a significant education process. They're required to get certain expertise and experience, and that provides comfort to the business owner. It really should. And so strongly suggest that journey starts with the CPA designation. There are other designations in Canada that are very useful from a technical perspective. This one's fairly new, the Certified Professional Bookkeeper. But anytime that a body of people providing a certain service are going to come together, try and educate themselves, and provide consistent product out there, it's really beneficial to the user that they've organized that way. So if you're looking just for bookkeeping services, maybe look for that certification. Maybe look for the Zero Certified Advisor status, or heavens forbid you go upstairs where QuickBooks Connected is going on today. So plenty of their advisors are probably present just upstairs. The other specialized certifications, there's payroll certifications, and there's also higher end advisor certifications in tax and valuation. And so I do really recommend that you stick to one of your tests being, how are they certified? There are exceptional individuals who are not certified, but that puts a little more onus on you to vet them to make sure that they are truly exceptional. Okay, so at the year end, I don't want to spend too much time on compliance because we're talking about digital transformation and growing your business. But at year end, these are the types of services that the CPA can provide to you. Audit is probably not relevant to the room. Review might be relevant to the room, particularly if your bank, who's providing you financing for your operation, requires review financial statements, which gives them an external assurance from an independent party with respect to the information that's provided. I strongly recommend that you try and avoid that in your financing arrangement because review engagements come at a significant additional cost. To provide that assurance and a more complete set of financial statements are required as well. So most of you all are going to be looking at compilation or perhaps even just a consulting and tax return engagement. It'll be a compilation if your financial statements go outside your organization to the bank or some other outside user, perhaps a purchaser or a possible purchaser. So if you're issuing your statements outside your organization, you have this compilation engagement that got reworked a couple of years ago by our profession. And there's just a few formalities involved in that and disclosure on how they were prepared. But that's a lot more straightforward than the review. And if you're not passing your financial statements around, well, you're in a good spot because you have a fairly informal arrangement around the management consulting with your accountant and preparation of the tax return. And so there are set accounting standards in Canada, international financial reporting standards. I certainly hope you won't have to deal with those. But if you're in a review engagement, ASPE, accounting standards for private enterprise, will be relevant. And in the compilation, you have to disclose how you prepared those statements. Other trends in accounting we should talk about is, number one here is tax reporting complexity. It's only gotten worse. There's so much complexity, so much involved in the reporting. You want to partner with somebody who has the technical skills and knowledge to make sure that you're complying with everything. Because it's not so much about growing your business, but if you don't take care of the back end and your reporting, you may not be in business to grow with. You look at the underutilized housing tax that was proposed last year. They walked away from it the day of the deadline. You look at the Fair Trust rules that were proposed and they walked away from the day before the deadline. No real taxes to business owners, but really significant potential penalties if you were unfiled. If it stuck to it. And so that's the kind of advice you need to get from your accounting professional. Specialization is a trend. So accounting firms are realizing they have a workflow that works well for their physician clients or a workflow that works well for their real estate agent clients. And then they're going out there because we're no longer bound by geography. They're going out there in the cloud and making those services available across the country in that specialty. So I highly recommend if you're looking, look to see if anyone out there specializes in your industry. Like with every other business, CPA firms are in a talent crunch for sure, staffing challenges. So when you're talking to your potential CPAs, make sure they have the team to fulfill the commitment that they're making with you. A rapid technological change, we'll talk more about that in a minute. But really, you need to partner with a CPA that is forward-looking and accepting of change. And I know we're not the most renowned profession for accepting change. So There's so much of it now. It's so important that you participate in it. Make sure your CPA is also participating in it. And there's a real push towards the management advice, the consulting services, and this is where the CPA can add a lot of value. And a word of caution, if you look at CPA websites, everybody says they do management consulting and advice. My own firm, I'm sure we say that on our website, but ours is fairly ad hoc in nature. It's normally either on Main Street, having a coffee conversation, or at the year-end process. We haven't regimented that into a standard product, and many firms have, and I highly recommend that if you need that as part of the package of services, make sure it's well documented. You're going to meet quarterly, 2 weeks after the end of the quarter period, and make sure that that's in your engagement terms with your advisor. And then pricing structure, there's been a trend towards making accounting services a subscription like everything else. And that probably works well from a cash flow perspective. So instead of $6,000 a year, you're looking at a regular payment of $500. Okay, so let's get that CPA on board. When do we do that? Right away, right when you start. I think this is one of the most important bullets, the business structure. Are you a proprietorship? Are you working with another individual as a partnership? Is it possibly even a joint venture type arrangement that works best? You're probably looking at a limited company. Maybe you're looking at more than one limited company. These are, this decision is important right from the start. They're a little bit more difficult to change after the fact. So you want to get your CPA involved right out of the gate to make sure your business structure reflects everybody's interests that are involved. And while they're involved, if you need their advice with respect to putting information together for your cash flow, for your budgeting, for your financial information going to the bank for financing, they're right there for you to provide that skill set to fulfill those commitments out of the gate. And they can help you set up your financial workflows. They understand the apps that will be efficient within your type of business, and you may as well get those right out of the gate. Okay, we talked about the reporting and tax compliance. Just really important to take care of that. Make sure there's a good understanding between you and your CPA, who's filing what. You always want to file everything on time and make sure everything's paid on time. The ongoing strategic advice, key component to growing your business. Who better out there in Canada right now than CPAs who have years of experience working with hundreds of businesses, observing how they handle their transactions and the decisions they make. All that observation and expertise and education packaged together in the CPA can provide fantastic management information to you on an ongoing basis. They can also help you with, as I mentioned, the app workflows. And Xero is a very cool accounting product in that it sits in the middle of your app solar system, essentially. And all the planets, all the apps rotate around Xero and integrate. So there's over 1,000 apps that integrate with Xero. How do you serve 1,000 apps? Well, today you can go out there and talk to some of the exhibitors, so you're off to a great start that way. But your CPA can also find out which apps are going to work really well for your business workflows. Okay, so we know a little bit about accounting. We know what the accountant can do for us. How do we go and find the right one out of the 200,000 plus that are in Canada? A couple things you need to decide in who to partner with is what work can you do internally? What expertise do you have available within your team? 15 years ago, my clients worked on something like Sage Desktop in their home or their office on their desktop computer, and they started asking me questions, and I haven't seen any data. And I've actually seen, back in the day, computers come into my office so that I can look at data, or someone else on our team can look at data. Crazy how far we've come. Now we can divvy up the workload. The way the cloud-based accounting apps and associated apps work, you can really divide it up. You can be doing your billing and collections so that you're getting paid automatically through Stripe or direct pay, and that's updating your accounting information so that your accounts receivable gets posted and cleared, your bank reconciliation's underway. I don't need to be involved in that billing and collection. You could have a bookkeeper looking at your HubDoc index information that you're uploading for your purchases and could be reconciling that bookkeeper. And then your accountant could be sitting watching all this happen, sit down with you quarterly, and take care of the annual reporting requirements as well. So you need to be very clear who's going to handle what, because there's a lot of flexibility now. Yeah, the business advice, that's you have to decide what you don't possess with yourself or your team, and therefore what kind of advice do we need to get from our accounting professional. Who's going to do what compliance reporting? You know, who's going to file that Saskatchewan PSC return, because we have some internet sales into Saskatchewan. So it just needs to be a really clear communication who's going to file what, and then how much app support do you need from your CPA. So once you understand those things, you go out there to find that main CPA, canvass your business network. This is a great opportunity today to canvass your business network for sure. If you told me that I was going to be talking about leveraging social networks in front of a large crowd, I would have been surprised a few years ago. So yeah, leverage your social networks. Don't ask me how. Talk to some of the young folks out there to leverage those social networks. Is location important? Probably not. Is a destination important? I think so. Make sure that who you're talking with is capable of fulfilling all your needs, which is really hard to do now. A small practitioner needs to know so much. So if they don't have the expertise, make sure, like my firm does, we have a team of consultants available to help us with the really tricky stuff. Ethics is important. People don't realize that tax is, in a lot of scenarios, tax is not a concrete calculation. It's subjective. The wording of the Income Tax Act is subjective. And so you have all the clear stuff we all agree is good, and we have all the black stuff we all agree is bad, and then there's the gray stuff in between. And you want to make sure you're on the same page with your CPA as to your comfort level with respect to that. And then you also want to negotiate with them to get the terms and of the fees, but also the terms of responsibilities very clear with your CPA. Okay, there we go. We've walked through it. You know, I think it's important to understand the accounting landscape, understand what the accountant can bring to your business, and then, you know, it really truly is like choosing another business partner to get your CPA on board. And here's a couple tools that can help you do this. So the icon on the left, that was a typical search in the Xero website for advisors in the Greater Toronto area. The middle one is setting some different parameters around the type of industry that you're in and looking for a Xero certified advisor that can support you that way. And also just on the right, the Explore Xero for your small business, because for the last 4 or 5 years, Xero has made all the difference in my accounting practice, and it actually truly is beautiful business software. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to be around for the majority of the day, so I'd love to have further the conversation if any of you are interested. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mike. Michael, before you take off on this, a couple of things. My dad, at 89, still was doing people's business and personal income tax. He's a CA. And as a self-employed person, I would drive him crazy because I would ask him so many questions. Like, if I had a producer coming over to my condo and I bought a plant, can I write that off? And he'd just shake your head, you know. So I think asking questions is paramount when talking to you.
Yeah, I totally agree. The common one is pet food. My dog food, can I write it off? It's a security dog. And there's plenty of examples like that. And the issue there is that's a subjective determination. Is it incurred to earn income? It does relate to your business. Is it reasonable in amount? Those are the rules of the expenses. And so then you're open to the questions that come like that one.
I love it. The mayor of accounting. Give it up for Michael Mayer. Thank you very much. You've got a booth here if people want to ask more questions.
Yeah, there's some terrific young people actually from Xero, as I'm just an ambassador for them, but there's 3 terrific young people that can tell you all about the fantastic accounting software.
Thanks again for your And yes, all of our speakers have booths here. Paul and his gang are just on the outside of this door for you if you have any further questions there. Now I would like to invite Frank Vella, CEO of Constant Contact, to deliver his keynote. Oh, there, we're working. Now mine's off. Okay, hang on a second here. All right, we okay? All right. Frank Vella, CEO of Constant Contact, to deliver his keynote on achieving growth as an SME in Canada. Frank will highlight the critical role that SMEs play in the Canadian economy and our communities. He will also discuss trends to show you how Canadian SMEs are marketing themselves, including their biggest challenges, areas where they are motivated to improve, and ways they can leverage technology to work more efficiently and see better outcomes. Please welcome Frank Vella.
All right, thank you, Rob. Well, it's a joy to be here, and serendipitously, we are partners with UPS and Xero, so I'm going to pick up on a few things that they've said. When we poll in Canada in particular, our brand is not as well known here as it is, say, in the United States. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company as I talk about marketing and marketing as a tool for growth. I'm Frank Vella. The beautiful thing about being here today is I live in Toronto. I'm from Toronto. And it's an odd week. I don't have to travel to Boston. And you can imagine the difficulty being the only guy in Boston with Toronto Maple Leaf license plate covers. And so we've got our corporate colors. We're rooting for Connor and the Oilers today and hope to market. So small business is our business. Constant Contact was founded 30 years ago. And our mission then was to enable the small business and the medium business to market effectively so they can compete with their larger rivals. And today, 30 years later, we refine that a little bit, but it's almost exactly the same. We help the small stand tall. And what does small and medium look like? Well, it's a lot like the audience here today. It's the solopreneur, the person starting a side hustle, wanting to dabble with a great idea before they take it to the full-time job. And in order to get off the ground, they need to market and have a growth plan. And we help with that. It's the brick and mortar retail on your street who have to let the community know what's going on, because although you live in that community, you drive out of it every day, you probably do your shopping elsewhere. It's nonprofits. And it is something as sophisticated as a microbrewery we have here in Toronto. This is marketing as a true growth tool. They can measure every activity in the marketing pipeline, right down to the number of cases that here each marketing initiative is taken. And so we like to say we really understand the small businesses, the very complex, heavy marketers, as well as the solopreneur, just getting started. So the current state of digital marketing. We poll customers. We have hundreds of thousands of customers in North America. We're often asked by media, what is the state of small business? Particularly last year, this dichotomy of big businesses laying off and small businesses being really the heartbeat of the economy. And when we poll businesses, this is pretty consistent worldwide, but specifically in Canada, and we say, what are your biggest challenges? The three biggest challenges are marketing for growth, hiring, and the access to capital or funds to propel that growth. If we take it a little bit further, right down to what are the marketing initiatives or questions that may come up, our customers and prospects in the small business community at large say, well, I want to find new customers, and I'm not sure my marketing initiatives are doing that for me. Two, I want to make sure that when I spend money on marketing, it actually gives me a return. Three, lack of resources. I just don't have the time or the money to spend on marketing to keep up with the big guys. And four, retaining current customers. And that's pretty insightful because it costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of effort to get a customer. And retaining that customer is part of your marketing initiative. And particularly if you're a small business in a community where people live and work, then you want to be connected to let them know what's going on with your business and how you're impacting the community as well. And so, marketing is a tool. It's one of the challenges people have. And we like to democratize the marketing effort by bringing tools and technology that are traditionally used by the bigger businesses with marketing department budgets and make them accessible to the small business. So this carries on. Low confidence. 1 in 3 say that they're not currently, they're not confident in their marketing strategy. So this is where, when we're in dialogue with our customers, it really gets exposed that a marketing strategy is a growth strategy. We know that. I'm not sure that what I'm doing in what's called marketing is really driving growth. And fundamentally, that's what it's all about. And not everybody defines growth the same way. Certainly if you're a for-profit business, that's more customers. If you're a nonprofit business, and we do a lot of work with nonprofits, it's connecting with the community and getting the word out there. But really, if you're going to market, you're going to spend the time, and more importantly, you're going to spend you're going to spend the money, but more importantly, the time. You want to know it has impact. And so, I want to go a little bit further and connect some of the dots on how that happens. So this carries on. These are pretty troublesome stats. I'm going to market, but I don't know the message. And I devote less than 1 hour a day or 5 hours a week to the marketing effort. And that's not a lot of time, but it all sort of makes sense, doesn't it? If you don't have the budget, if you're not getting the return, and you can't see the impact, then your time as a small or medium business is just so valuable in front of your customer, doing what you do best, and doing something that you don't think you're particularly good at or gets a return of your time really is growth. But here's the opportunity. The intersection of marketing and growth and what you do. And if you're asking, is there an opportunity for us to capitalize on how we market as a growth tool? The answer is a resounding yes. First of all, 98% of the businesses in Canada are small or medium enterprises, under 100 employees. Just put that in perspective. Just about everybody who doesn't work for a bank or government works in the small and medium business. You are the unsung heroes of the community. And the people we poll, who are consumers, validate that. They say that we want to deal with the small business. We want to be part of the community we live in. We want to shop there. The owners of these small businesses, they do what we do. The kids go to school with our kids. We play hockey with our kids. They sponsor our little league teams. And so we want to patronize them. Yet, only 13% of the people, now 92% say they want to do that, but only 13% of people who spend money initially think of going to a small business to do that. You're not top of mind. If you're there when they want to spend that money, get the share of wallet, but you're really not top of mind. And so the opportunity here is the intersection of the 92% that want to patronize you and the 13% that actually do. And so I have a couple of my colleagues, Michael and Paul before me, a couple of things. Michael said, you have to tap the social network, and I don't know how. We need tools to do that. And you need to integrate. So the tools you use, any tool you use, your accounting tool, that's 10 is a partner hub, your social media, your e-commerce tools, all need to connect together so that your efforts come together into platforms that leverage the work you've done once so you can spend time doing what you need to do. Technology. So the technological shift over the last few years has been tremendously beneficial to the small business. You don't have a technology department or an IT department as much as you don't have a marketing department. So technology that connects, that is intuitive, that learns from using artificial intelligence, or you learn from it. Technology that makes your experience relevant to you and your customers. And technology that brings it all together for you in an automated way, in an intuitive, user-friendly way, is what you want to leverage in all the tools and services you use as a small business. And the data shows that this is accurate. So, 91% of small businesses say that using AI for automations has made them more successful. Now, what's interesting on this finding is, even a year ago, most small and medium businesses didn't understand what the application of AI was for them. And really, you don't have to. But what you have to do is understand the benefits of your partner's use of automations of AI to bring your entire ecosystem of tools and practices together. And the ones that do say, of course, it makes them more successful. But more importantly, it saves them time. Time to go and do what they need to spend time doing in their business. And I want to give you an example of how this comes together in the marketing world. So I've broken down the process here that if you were doing it on our tool, it would take 2 or 3 minutes, probably quicker than it's going to take me to explain it, but I want to make it real for you and show you how overcoming this, I'm going to call it fear, where people want to market, want to use marketing tools as a growth lever, but really don't know how, and expose how things have changed over the last few years to really enable an intuitive experience. So in this particular example, Roxy's Rescue Service wants to let their community know that they're going to have an adoption next week. And so we call this brand kit. And you said you didn't know if your marketing tools resonate with your audience. Well, here's how it becomes easy. And this example is just an email out to the community letting them know what happens. So Roxy's just typed their web in, their web address in, and that's all that happens. And next, we go to their website and we scrape it, and we get their colors and their fonts and their graphics, everything that they have there that they don't have to transfer, and these are my color codes and the whole bit. And this happens automatically, that happens very quickly. And then we use artificial intelligence to mock up several options. Again, very familiar. Their fonts, their colors, their pictures, their content. And AI gives us the unique ability to learn as our customers give us feedback. So they'll pick one of these, or they'll say, don't like them, give me others. And as they use the tool learns what resonates with them. And finally, they end up with their email campaign. And there it goes. All they did was give us their website, then give us a few words of what they wanted to do, and the campaign was set. And so, email marketing is a very effective tool. This microbrewery I talked to you about, they're not big, they've got about 150 employees, but they're an impeccable marketer. They use all the tools around them. So what do they know? What do they say? That every dollar spent on a marketing tool to deliver a campaign drives $36 of revenue for them. So leveraging this automation is effective, and it gets better. So now you want to progress. You want to become a more sophisticated marketer and do more than just an email, and you want to do an entire campaign. And so, yes, we lost a couple of slides, but what would happen on a campaign builder is that it would take it from here and say, hey, tell us what you want to do. Do you want to build a brand? Do you want to grow customers? Do you want to just communicate with a newsletter? And then we would take it and we would move it to social, SMS, events. And we would keep track of the activities that your customers are doing to teach you what resonates the most with them. And all in an automated, easy-to-use way. Bringing a few things together, if you connect them to, say, your e-commerce platform. Paul talked about the importance of abandoned carts. Last year, we recovered $4 billion worth of abandoned carts for our customers through the notifications of an email and an SMS tied to an abandoned cart flow. You've all got those emails and texts, hey, we forgot something, hey, this is still in stock, do you want to come back? And these are effective tools to grow your business. And so, I work for a company that is committed to the mission of the small business. We know it's hard, we know it's more complex than it should be, and we know artificial intelligence is making it easier and easier to be intuitive and for tools to do it for you, not just with you. But with you is important as well. Customers who tell us they love us say the thing they love the most is our support. We took 550,000 support calls last year, and 82% of them were people just saying, help me get to the final pass of this, help me with the efforts. And so it's friendly, it's free, every tier of package that we sell has support included with it, and we connect to your ecosystem. So we've come a long way, and I'll add one more thing. We do all this AI development out in Waterloo. Most of our AI development comes from homegrown talent right here in Southern Ontario. So thanks for your time, and of course, we have a ton of people that will do this more justice than I can. Thank you.
All right, there we go. So Frank, I gotta be honest with you, as a actor, radio and TV personality, AI scares the crap out of me. But in your business, it's essential. So where are we moving and how fast are we moving to AI? Because I know you can automate my voice very easily. Hope not. But with AI in your business, it's crucial.
Yeah. So it's about enabling what you can't do by yourself. Most of the people here don't have a marketing department. And so bringing everything together that you need to do through 3 or 4 or 5 tools historically, AI helps us do that. But more important, it's the personalization. You have prospects and customers. What do you know about them? When there's an abandoned cart message that goes to Rob, maybe Rob responds to, hey, buy it now for 10% off. Or Frank responds to, last one in your size. And through history, I know that. Now, as opposed to being generic in how we market, we can be very specific based on how you've reacted to market in the past.
Pick his brain because AI is here. It's not the future. It is now. Once again, give it up for Frank. Thank you. All right, so a couple of things. If you're a small business looking for accounting software to help you manage your finances and grow your business, check out Xero.com. That's Xero.com for 75% off for 6 months. This promo ends June 30th. Now, also, if you're walking about, I encourage you to go to Orna. You can get one of these cool bags. And what do you do with these cool bags? You fill it with swag. Anybody know what swag means? I got a prize for you if you can tell me what swag. Okay, sir. Oh, it's Mr. Mayor. What's swag mean? Stuff we all get, that is correct. And stuff that I have from ACES is a pen and a lanyard. So if you join that group over there at their booth, you get swag. Well done. This is for you. Who better to give a pen to than a chartered accountant? All right. Now, don't go anywhere. Join us for an enlightening panel discussion titled Accelerating Success, Navigating Digital Transformation for SMEs. This session is designed for small and medium-sized enterprise owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, and business professionals who are keen to leverage digital technologies to enhance their business operations and competitiveness. Our panel of industry experts will dive into practical strategies for digital adaptation and overcoming common challenges and harnessing innovative technologies to drive business growth. Discover how SMEs can efficiently integrate digital tools into their existing business models to optimize processes, improve customer engagement, and increase profitability. Money, money, money. Whether you're just starting on your digital journey or looking to refine your current initiatives, this discussion will provide valuable insights and actionable advice tailored to the unique needs of SMEs. So we're going to bring up our moderator and our panel. Our moderator, Tara Conway, Digital Pioneer, Retail Executive Advisor. Please welcome Tara. Next we have, again, Michael Mayer, Edmondson Mayer, CPA and Zero Ambassador. Henry Lookingay, CEO and President, Nexum Healthcare Consultants, Inc. Dr. Wendy Skure, Founder and Academic Director, Diversity Institute. Glenn De Silva, Distribution Account Executive from ACES Canada. Amir Mia, Senior Vice President of Green Shield Administration. Please put your hands together for our panel. Equip your business with the knowledge and tools needed to thrive in this rapidly evolving digital ecosystem. Attendees will gain insights into the latest trends, best practices, and practical solutions for leveraging these technologies to drive efficiency, innovation, and growth. Learn how to navigate the complexities of the tech landscape, mitigate risks, and capitalize on the opportunities presented by digital transformation. Our next panel discussion is